Hi. Everybody has had the very uncomfortable and often embarrassing experience of having been caught with their pants around their ankles. The thing is, usually pants around ankles are preceded by mistakes in judgment, mistakes in execution, and often there's not a single mistake, but a whole series of smaller ones that precipitates that airy and uncomfortable outcome. I'm Greg Hain of the Hain Coaching Group. This podcast is about helping you prevent those experiences, and in it, I'm going to answer questions you've asked, questions that you haven't asked but should have, and otherwise share some ideas that are designed to keep those pants of yours buckled firmly around your waist. So let's see what I've come up with for today. I'm pretty sure that you can relate to the experience that I've had when I have been driving a car down the road and I take my foot off the gas. Because when I take my foot off the gas, my experience has been the car starts to slow down. So there's this expression that many of you have heard that if you're not growing, you're dying. I'm 70 years old. My body doesn't work the way it used to. So I'll go out and ride my bicycle. And what I've discovered, it takes a lot longer for me to build fitness than it used to. And if I take a week off because I have to travel someplace, the other thing I discover is that I lose that fitness a lot faster. So this is applicable not only to your personal physical fitness, but also to how your brain works and how your business runs. As many of you already know, I facilitate peer groups where we bring companies that are similar size and focused together to work on their business, solve common problems. It's been a great experience for the contractors that have been in these groups. And some of the contractors, actually many of the contractors in these groups are very, very successful businessmen. And many of them are getting to an age where they're getting ready to exit their business. Now, we've already done a pants around ankles prevention podcast about the mistakes that I see contractors making as they're exiting their business. But I want to talk about a different aspect of that. Because what I see is that when they start getting near the finish line of their working career, they take their foot off the gas. And when that happens, immediately they start having problems. I sit in the meetings and I listen to what their problems are. Their problems change. Their problems all become the sorts of problems that you would rather not have compared to the problems they used to have. Now, problems are problems, but I'd rather have that kind of a problem than that kind of a problem. And they're having a lot more of those. Not good. And then what happens is, a year down the road or 2 years down the road, they're looking around and all of a sudden they've got their pants around their ankles and they don't know what happened. What happened was they stopped growing. Growth is not necessarily, it does not necessarily mean that you grow revenue, except that if you're growing, revenue will go up. So they are related. And the contractors, that as soon as a contractor gets complacent, they're in trouble. So where in your life right now have you taken your foot off the gas? Because you know when you take your foot off the gas, it's the same thing as unbuckling those pants. And then as you go for the next year or so, struggling to understand why they keep slipping down, it's because you took your foot off the gas. Food for thought. Hope that helps.